Sarah.
And I'm Douglas. And we're talking about Claim to Fame episode 6.
Yes, we are. We're going to get right into it, but first, if you're new to this channel, please click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.
If you're old to this channel, also do those things.
Well, and also just say hi.
Just double check that you're subscribed, because if you're an old person, you might not know.
Oh, right.
What? Did I accidentally click the unsubscribe button?
He knows about the old people.
I know about the old person things.
All right, we are getting down to it with this, the show, the season.
Yeah, we're having...
we're down to what, our final 5 after this?
Yeah.
Or are we at our final 5?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do math. Here we go. Let's get into it.
We will be down to our final 5 pretty soon.
Okay. By the end of this episode?
Yeah.
We are going to learn that for sure Shane has no idea Mackenzie who she's related to.
Yeah.
He was all like, I got it, but no, he does not got it.
Right. Or he... But to the same way that Molly Ringwald's niece... Naomi, you know, took a clue and made, from a partial clue, made assumptions took her down an incorrect path.
Yes.
If you're just working with half the clue, you're not necessarily going to get it. And he's working with half a clue. And
I mean, it is a strong half of a clue. You eliminate most of the country singers, but
right.
You still have at least a handful to choose from.
Right. And you and I, who very quickly got Apprentice, we're just like, you got to incorporate that into it. If there's no relationship to Apprentice, then it's not going to work.
You guys, thankfully, we have them.
Oh, yeah. When I say us, I mean...
collectively.
All of us.
Us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So at the top here, what I like is we're getting the little pulse of kind of like how everyone is playing the strategy now that things are turned up a notch. There's no immunity. Everyone knows that there's a chance that they could be pulled up on the block to be guessed again, so they're trying to protect their identity.
And it's also just like down to so few that like stuff is just being revealed, right? You start to get nervous
so much
with all of the reveals.
Yeah. Almost everybody's clues out there.
Yeah.
We've had every single game which has given more and more information, from limericks to words that are floating out there, to interrogations, to telephone. There's just so much information out there. That I think a lot of people know should know more, but it does speak to how hard it is to manage all that information in your head. You know, I know they've got these journals, which no other reality show allows people to have journals.
It's great that they have journals, but I think you can make something out of anything. The tiniest little clue, a microphone on the clue board, like you can make it into anything. We are going to see, like, the house is still out to get Adam.
Yeah, there's still...
But we see an Adam, Hud, Mackenzie, like, they have to work together.
Which Adam only sees as an Adam Hud. What does he call it?
Yeah. What did he called it? The Hudum?
The Hudum.
I think he called it the Hudum Alliance.
Yeah.
And they feel like they
Charlie
kind of brought in... I love him. They brought in Mackenzie, and then, but we do see that Hud is acting like he's working with Shane and Danny as well. Like we're seeing the other side of Hud.
So this is, would you say that in terms of social game, Hud is playing at the highest level? Because I understand Mackenzie's...
I don't know. I think Danny had a great social game. I think Shane has a great social game.
I think people just like Danny.
Mackenzie has a fantastic social game. They're literally like, oh no, if Shane goes up, they'll get Mackenzie out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're down to the people with good social games. I think the people who lacked social games got out already.
Yeah. Although, but I guess I mean, you can see what Hud is doing with his social game.
Yeah, no, he's working it right now for sure.
Yeah, he's working it, trying to get information, trying to give out information.
And he's like, oh, I'm still living with this lie that we pulled Adam's clue already, but he's stumbling over it.
Yeah, well...
It's not working well.
It's hard. I don't think it's easy to...
It wasn't really his lie. It was Adam's lie.
It was Hudum's lie.
It was Hudum's lie.
Yeah.
All right, let's play this
fun challenge. Do you remember the movie
challenge.
Hudum's Lie?
No, I don't.
Oh, my
What was
goodness.
that like?
It was Joan Crawford.
Oh, wow.
And Elizabeth
you lost
Taylor.
everybody already. Those are too old of references.
Elizabeth Taylor and Joan Crawford.
You gotta go. It was with Biebs.
They're both in love with the same horse.
Hilary Duff.
And
those are probably aged references too.
Yeah, Hilary Duff.
Oh my gosh.
Hilary Duff just joined AARP.
I was like, let me name young people, and I went with Hilary Duff and Justin Bieber, who are probably both in their 30s.
If I'm going to name a young person, I'm going to say Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Yep.
She was in the show last night.
She's young. She was. Her face was in it. Yeah. And I was like, I know her name, but I don't know what she looks like.
Forgive me. Is there an Olivia Rodrigo and an Olivia Rodriguez? Are those two different people that are famous?
There's an Olivia Munn.
But Olivia Rodrigo is the musician I like, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He does like her. Anyway, can we talk about the challenge? Because I thought this was a really fun challenge.
Yes.
It was like a murder board. But they're not killing anybody. They called it an investigation board, but it's also like musical chairs. So you're going to run out of locations on the board. But they had their little cord. It was cute.
Yeah. Great game. Horrible explanation. Like they were talking through it at the beginning, and the people who were playing the game were like,
I was like,
what is happening in round 1? And wait, now there's 5 more rounds of this game that I don't understand. I was not tracking it at all when he explained it.
Not when he explained it. Because he said, it makes sense, and I said to you, no, I'm going to have to just watch. I couldn't take notes. I have to just watch it.
I still don't understand how the ropes work. The
ropes attach. You went like a board. Like they were hooking it into the like picture or whatever it was.
So was it the same rope the whole time?
Yeah, and then you had to like run your rope
each round.
Over. Yeah, to each round.
Yeah,
I thought it was so good at it.
And folks,
so good to watch.
We'll talk about the way that the information that comes out, but this game got physical.
Oh,
like the boating game, like it got physical, like people fell over.
Yeah.
But there were a couple different instances here. There was the big bump with HUD, but then there was a couple other ones where
really
wasn't there one with Mackenzie where they're both going for hooking on at the same time, or the Shane and Danny maybe even went for one at the same time. They're like, "Come on, dude."
I mean,
brah.
You're trying to win.
Come on, brah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, okay. I mean, I can only push and shove so much, but...
Because Mackenzie threw up her hands on one. She's like, fine.
Yeah, like there's only so much you can do. But I'm not going to just like let you take my spot when I just ran over here to get it.
Yeah, whoever gets the rope around the hook first. It's not whoever gets there first. It's whoever gets the rope around the hook.
Yeah, right.
Again, I'm pretending that I know what these hooks
and you just learned about the hooks.
Yeah.
I thought it was
clearly established rules of water polo.
Yes, you know it.
Yeah.
We just watched the Olympics. I thought it was hilarious that Adam is going to be out immediately first thing because he doesn't know Hunger Games. But it's not a running theme. Like Adam does hold his own in this challenge.
He knows music.
And he knew like one other thing. I don't remember. HUD is going to win. He goes back to Grey's Anatomy. He's like, I know my McDreamy. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Adam's a big Grey's Anatomy fan.
Big Grey's Anatomy. HUD is going to take the first round, and we're going to get a clue about an OG Superman actor. And at this point, I am floored. This shook me.
And because you got it, it's almost too much. Again, these clues now are giving so much information.
Yes.
Because they say in the clue that it's someone who saved Superman's life in the first movie. So you're saying, okay, well, that's 4 people.
Douglas was going to break it down for you.
Only one of whom is a
star.
Is a household name that everyone knows.
That would be related to on a show like this.
Yeah. Do we give Kathy? Do we give Kathy a shout out here? Because was that the spoiler that?
Well, we'll talk about that
in the promo
because Kathy's not here. But this is slightly considered a spoiler. We're just going to talk through our thoughts. It's not confirmed, but we're talking through our thoughts. And so Douglas, I don't remember the Superman movie, but Douglas can name that actor.
Can I name that actor?
Yes,
now?
We're going to name him. Turn it off if you don't want to hear.
Nettie, Gene Hackman is the villain. Definitely does not save Superman's life. Tries to kill Superman very, very much.
So that was a helpful hint in that clue.
One of the few impersonations that I like doing.
Oh dear.
Is a Gene Hackman, but it's just angry Gene Hackman. What do you think was going to happen? You're just going to walk in there? I had to blow the building because you made a phone call. That's my angry Gene Hackman.
Can we get an impression of the person you're about to name? Can you do that one?
Oh, I bet I could just do the worst the impression.
I mean, I'll do one, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah. No. Let's hear it.
Well, the only impression I know of this person is Stella. That's it. How great was that?
How about?
I'm gonna make an offer you can't refuse.
I wouldn't know who that is.
On my wedding day.
Oh,
You ask this favor of me.
Huh?
Nobody's got. Oh, yep.
So.
But he is.
Oh, but he is. He's Jor-El.
Apparently,
Who's
I didn't
Jor-El,
know
Sarah?
this. Well, that's Superman's father.
Superman's father.
That I know, but I didn't know who played him in the first movie.
And
apparently, if you couldn't tell by that impression.
How could you not? How dare you?
Right? It's Marlon Brando.
Hey, look at me. I'm on the waterfront. That's pretty good. Pretty good, Marlon Brando. Look at all the things I can see from this waterfront.
No, that's not.
That
doesn't count as an impression. Mm-hmm. So I literally had exploded thinking that it's Marlon Brando is gotta be Shane's relative because
household
Shane
name.
We don't know.
It's a household name, biggest star in that movie, huge cameo. Definitely people talked about it at the time. He's the one who put Superman in the spaceship.
In the beginning, when he's a little kid?
When he's a little baby, puts him in
baby.
that thing and says, hey, I'm going to wrap you in this cloth. And
I did not remember that was Marlon Brando. But yes, now we have to give Kathy a shout out because in our Discord where we talk about these things, become a patron, join us. She said from the cannolis and the spaghetti back in the Sense Challenge, her husband said, seems like Godfather could be Marlon Brando. And I was like, really? I didn't buy into it. But then this, I think, confirms it.
No.
We're talking Marlon Brando. Oh my God, a season with Michael Jackson and Marlon Brando?
Those are big names. Thomas, it is a movie that is worth checking out only for the fact...
Does it hold up?
What's that?
Does it hold up?
Well, here's how it holds up. It is incredible filmmaking that is happening. So until that point, there have been all these different television shows and movies that have done flying in different ways. The first Superman movie used every single method of technique for filming flying that had ever existed, and came up with 2 or 3 new ones that they did, and they set that movie set the standard for how flying looks in movies, people flying. It's truly is just a seminal film because of that little film history there. And there's actually a little mini documentary about how Superman, the movie, changed flying in movies in general.
Well, thank you for coming to Douglas's TED Talk about Superman and flying
that made
in
it to
cinema.
TED?
That was absolutely a TED Talk.
They only give me 1 minute, so
it was a short
typical
one.
But can we get back to the challenge?
I would love to.
I mean, if you're done talking about Marlon Brando, let's get back to this challenge because we've only gotten through one.
Yes. Can we? So round 2, Shane is gonna win. His clue has something to do with a duet with Kelly Clarkson on her show.
Mm-hmm. And that it was a dream come true or a magical moment
so
for
you
her.
say. Well, who's to say?
Maybe Kelly Clarkson said that.
Okay, maybe she did.
I would assume that was fact checked by Kelly Clarkson saying, "Oh my goodness, this is the."
So I'm gonna say that that's either Trace Adkins or it could be Michael Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know she comes from country, so maybe you think Trace Adkins first, but it could have been Michael Bolton.
We have 3 singers in the mix.
We have 3 singers in the mix. Yep. We're actually going to find out. We're going to get confirmation later. But at this point, I was saying, could be Michael Bolton or Trace Adkins, right? Mm-hmm. This third round, Mackenzie's going to win. she's going to get a clue that we do not see.
Don't see it for a reason.
For a reason, but later it is going to be confirmed she got her own clue. How good for her. Meaning it was Michael Bolton. That was Adam's clue.
Right, unless...
That HUD got, or Shane won.
The Shane one. Because the third singer is in someone else's clue that we're about to talk about.
Yes. So that is going to help Shane get off track. He's like, oh, this is definitely Mackenzie's clue. Mm-hmm. It's not, but he still doesn't know who it is, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, round 4, Adam is actually going to win. Who is shocked?
Transcend M.
Who is shocked that Adam won a round?
Well, I'm not, because it turns out that he knows music a little bit.
Yeah, he sure does.
And Grey's Anatomy.
That clue is going to be about a small town and rock and roll.
Yeah. So this is where I think they go too far. Don't put the small town in quotes.
Oh, was it in quotes?
They put the small town in quotes, so it makes it jump out more. I think small town is plenty.
Just say small town, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting it in quotes makes me go, oh, that's the name of a song, or that's the name of a movie.
Yeah.
And Adam is, I don't know how old Adam is.
He seems like early 30s, right? I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes when I look at his crow's feet, I think he's older.
A little older?
Yeah. But whatever the age he is, he knows this reference enough to know.
Well, so he says.
I think so.
I mean, how many times have we seen someone go, yep, oh, I know what that one is, yep, and then they have no idea.
And particularly Adam does that. This is the one where I think it is because they are contemporaries of each other.
Right. Yeah.
They both were big
and
80s, 90s.
And like you keep saying, he knows music, so he's more likely to know.
I think he knows
the
sphere of music.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he knows.
Okay, we have a final round, round 5. At this point,
1800s.
Douglas is like, how many times are we doing this?
Yeah, I thought there was 3 rounds, and suddenly we're on round 53, and I was like, wait a minute.
I loved this challenge, so I was like, keep the rounds coming.
Then I realized, they have to do 6 rounds, because they have to do a round for each player.
They have to do 5, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Exactly.
5.
So HUD
5 is the new 6.
HUD is going to win the last round, making him the overall winner because he's going to take 2 rounds there. And he gets a clue about a Latin superstar starring with Dakota and Denzel. And that's what you guys talked about.
Yeah, Man on Fire.
So, confirmation, Mark Anthony, we are correct.
Which, I remember the movie posters when they came out.
I remember those movie posters.
It said Man On, and then there was Denzel Washington, and it said, and then Fire was on the other side of him, and so he was kind of like walking through the title.
Yeah.
And it was confusing with our billboards because it looked like it was Manon Fire. And I was like, is Manon the name of the character? Because the kerning was not exceptional on that poster. And I really thought that the name of the movie was Manon Fire.
What is kerning? I don't even want to ask. Okay.
You know what kerning.
The bottom 2 is going to turn out to be Danny and Shane. And I thought, oh no. These are our 2 strongest strategic players, I feel like.
But they're not.
But they're not great at the challenges.
I put Mackenzie and HUD in our 2 best strategic players.
I know. I've been doubting them, but here they are.
Those dudes are sitting around talking a lot.
Yeah.
But who's actually making the... Because here's what it is. They may be strategic, but they're not social enough in the right way. They're not social in a way that is... I don't know.
We're going to get talks between Danny and Shane now that they always work together, but now they're both like, we got to really work on our clues and whatever because one of us is going up. What do they have? They have Mackenzie's clue. Let's dive in. Shane is sharing it. And together they're going to say Blake Shelton. Which is what I said first, too. I don't... I get it.
Right, and I think it's probably maybe a reason why the clue was written the way that it was to say, well, people might...
only get half of it?
First Stop on the Brain Train is going to be...
Yep.
The most famous, currently. tall, and that microphone on the clue wall.
It looks like a voice.
A lot of people, we've been coming almost every episode. Someone's calling out that microphone for somebody, right?
Well,
and it's Michael Jackson. He's a singer.
All the
There's a
singers
microphone,
use microphones,
right?
so.
But it's a news microphone. It's got a.
But they do use those on The Voice.
That's
the logo. They have the voice on that little square.
Those are called flags, folks. Those are called mic flags.
You get impersonations. You get production tips. I mean, what does this man not deliver? Young references. You get old references.
Yes.
Young references.
Young references and pizza.
Okay. Now I want pizza. All right.
HUD won 2 challenges in a row. 2 back-to-back challenges in the week. Last week, this week.
That guy's good. He's pretty good. Before he goes in to pull his clue, we do need to talk about Mackenzie's acting.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Because it was good.
Yeah, Marlon Brando level.
She played this off real well. She wants to test if Shane's got it. And she's like, what you think? He shows her Blake Shelton. I was like, what are you doing? But he shows her Blake Shelton. And she goes, oh, I feel nauseous. Oh no, don't tell anybody. That's all you have to do.
You're doing good, Mackenzie.
Thank you. That's my Mackenzie.
We're going on tour.
Yep. Marlon Brando and Mackenzie.
Mackenzie from Claim to Fame.
We're selling no tickets.
We're going to start with small venues and see where it goes.
See where it goes, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You were impressed.
I was impressed. For the first one that she did, I believed her.
Yes.
I was like, well, wait a minute, we had it wrong. I was like, that's that good. But I've got high suspension of disbelief.
Yes.
I believe many things.
I mean, I just thought, she's not lying.
Right,
she didn't say, yes, you are correct. She just goes, I'm nauseous, don't tell anyone, which is not a lie.
And then it was like, when I saw that, my stomach, can I be honest, when I saw that, my stomach dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I bet her stomach did drop. Like, this is a very nerve-wracking situation to be in. So, I thought it was great. Well done. I was really impressed with that.
And if this was the type of game where you vote for the person at the end, where like a jury votes for them, that would be one that you point back and you say, I got to hand it to you. Like, that was well played.
Yeah.
You fooled me. You didn't. That wasn't a betrayal. That was just good play.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moves of the season is that right there.
It was a really good move.
Yeah.
It saved her butt. Tell you that right there. It sure did.
And I think that's something that people are going to practice. If people watch these seasons to get ready for the
Absolutely
show.
You should.
I
mean, we talked a few episodes ago about like how do you respond?
What is the way to react to someone legitimately knowing who you are?
Because they were like, "Hey, Mr. Jackson," and he was like, "Oh, it was too much."
Or legitimately not knowing who you are, but thinking that they know who you are, and that was the best we've seen over the 17 seasons of this show.
17. We've watched them all.
Even before it was televised.
Yeah, right.
We used to go to watch the live show.
We used to do this just in our backyard,
actually. Yeah, we used to go watch the live show of Claim to Fame. But I think that is the best reaction to a fake or to an incorrect answer that we've seen. Yeah. Awards, flowers, as they say, right? Flowers.
Give her her flowers.
Give her her flowers.
That's what they say.
By they, I mean everyone younger than me.
We're going to go to the wine cellar because HUD gets to pick a clue, another clue. But this is his first one by himself. It doesn't seem like it, but they have plenty of wine, it seems, later.
Oh, man. When he almost goes for Shane's clue, I'm like, come on, dude.
I felt it, though. Like, you want to know who Shane is. We just figured out Shane. Right. This whole time, there's been nothing.
And I guess they are the two biggest, we don't know who they are, in the house. I can't...
He knows who Danny is.
Yeah, he knows
HUD who knows who Danny is.
And does he really know?
Yeah. He does. But he does not have a clue about Shane. Although, did he get Shane's clue earlier? He did. He got the OG film, Superman film guy.
But we didn't see him figure that out.
But it doesn't mean he knows who that is. Yeah.
Right.
So he is going to.
And you know what? Here's the thing that we notice is that he's a little bit taller than we thought he was, because when they line up next to each other at the game, he was taller than Shane.
I didn't notice
Hud.
that. Yeah. But you think Hud's pretty tall.
Well, I don't think he's pretty tall. I just think
He's taller than everyone there?
he's... I guess everyone's about the same height. Adam is shorter than Hud.
Yeah. Adam definitely is.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the clue he does pull. He pulls Adam's clue because why not? Adam tried to knock him down. He's over it. Everybody in the house wants to get him out. The lie is that he has already got his clue. So why not deliver this information?
Exactly. It was a perfect move to do. Doing Shane wouldn't have done him any favors, because he would have had, just having that clue for whatever he might need it for, one of which might be delivering it to the two people that you told you already have that clue.
So this one I actually got pretty well.
Yeah. You got the second half of it.
I got the second half first because they were like advertisement, and I was like ball ad ballad. Like that was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then had to go to the pencils because they were saying big and small. So it did take me a sec to be like, wait,
Short,
I think
long.
it's long.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because we know Michael Bolton has long hair. So I'm just trying to figure it out knowing it's Michael Bolton. So long-haired 90s star who sang or sings love ballads. Yeah, that one I thought was pretty... I had a harder time on other ones, I'll say.
Yeah, but I like the end of that ball ad. I think ballad is tough to get from that, just as I think ape, rent, ice is hard to get. So I think I like those second halves that are more difficult to get. Falling for J-Lo, I thought was a little too
weird.
easy. A little too easy on that one.
But that's also weird. Falling for J-Lo.
And does everyone get this clue? Who all is he talking to? I know he gives it to Shane, because Shane gets his...
Yeah, well, he's going to give it to Danny and Shane for sure,
Right.
because he wants them to use it.
He wants him to...
But the problem is they don't really get it figured out.
And the reason why he's fine with using it, boy, I tell you,
Don't cross HUD.
don't cross HUD.
Yeah.
You cross HUD once, and you're on his...
Well, it's like, HUD, this is what Naomi was talking about.
list.
Adam had already crossed her. It just took Adam longer to cross HUD.
And then he says later, this is like this sixth time that he's done this. So he puts it in front of him, and they're not getting the second half of this.
No, they're saying advertisement. They're saying like baseball advertisement, which I was like, oh my gosh. I do think Shane said long instead of big, so he was there, long-haired. But he was starting to describe. I think he was describing Bret Michaels.
I think it was Bret Michaels,
He said-
Axl Rose, people that
Oh
wear
yeah, he said
headbands.
bandana or
with headbands.
whatever.
And so I think
But
Bret
what did
Michaels,
he say?
who's
Love?
the lead singer of Poison.
Rock love. What was
Axl-
he saying? Rock love.
Yeah.
Love rock. It
What
was.
pull that clue again? Yeah.
But he's
Love, because I think instead of ball, he's saying that's a rock or a stone. Love rock.
He said some phrase, and I was like, "Is that a song? Is that a band? Is that a movie?" I wasn't even sure what he was alluding to.
Yeah,
So,
and it could be.
They don't know.
He could just be making a turn, Love Rock, or he could be making a misconnection with Love Bites by
No,
Def
but I
Leppard.
think it was
They
like
did not
Rock
work
of
out.
Love. It sounded like a title.
Rock of Love, yeah. So Rock
is
of
Rock
Love
of
was
Love?
a reality show
Ew.
with Bret Michaels.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
Bret
his
Michaels
family.
wasn't really a 90s star. I would say Bret Michaels was an 80s star.
I don't know. I think I think they bridge.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved Bret Michaels from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. There's Thomas is confirming. Rock
Sissy
of Love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're
Like a
way
bag
off.
of
It's
towel.
not Bret Michaels.
It's not Bret Michaels or who else? Anybody else wear bandanas? I want to see how off base they're going to get here because Axl Rose wore a bandana.
But the clue doesn't say bandana. They're just coming up. They're just describing.
Yeah. Because he's thinking.
He's
yeah.
just thinking of
I
Rock
mean-
of Love, thinking Bret Michaels. He's thinking,
And it's why the second half of the clue is so important because if you just had long-haired singer, okay.
okay, literally
All
everyone in
of
the 90s
singers, yeah.
and 80s, to be fair.
Do you remember Crystal Gale? 70s?
Yes, what is that?
Crystal Gale?
Is a singer?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it sounded like a news reporter.
No, you're thinking
No
of Gail King?
Gail, yeah, no, I know who she is for sure.
Who is the Courtney Cox character from Scream?
Yeah.
Gail
Weathers. Yeah.
Gail Weathers.
I think I was thinking of her though.
She was
that's the perfect description, Thomas, because you can make anything on the clue wall turn into anything.
Right.
As soon as you're
there's
like,
a rock on the wall. Yeah.
There's a rock and a heart. That's it.
Right, rock, heart.
Yep, that's it. All right, so
Stuck between a rock and a heart
it doesn't seem
place.
like they know, but that doesn't mean anything because the edit sometimes leaves that out. So we go to the guess off. It's Danny or Shane. We're told it's going to be Danny. There's only 2 people voting, Mackenzie and Adam, and they have agreed to vote for Danny. So sure enough, it is going to be Danny. He's going to go up there, but he's not going to choose Adam.
He's not going to choose Adam. Do you think it's because he doesn't know who Adam is?
Yeah. I think they couldn't figure it out. And I think they thought they had Mackenzie, so why risk it?
Not worth the biscuit.
Nope. But it turns out they still risked it. He's going to
risk it based on the tremendous performance of Mackenzie.
Mm-hmm. That's it. She
Yeah.
gets all the credit for this. Absolutely.
Tony Award-winning
Crystal
reality star.
Gail with the hair down to her butt. Is that a thing?
Beyond her butt. It seemed like it was down to like the back of her knees.
All right.
Thank
So, Mackenzie's gonna go up there shocked. She thought it was gonna be Adam, so she's surprised, but she's ready. And she's like, "Oh no, I'm so worried. I'm so nervous."
Ooh.
She's acting to the last
Yeah.
second.
I do want,
Danny's gonna say,
I think your claim to fame is Blake Shelton.
he does. He says Blake Shelton. No surprise at the surprise ending there. He says Blake Shelton, and she stays until it says no, and then she goes, "Sorry, Danny." And I was like, "Oh, because she outplayed you."
Do you think the producers, like, how much coaching do they do about those faces? Because I feel like everyone does a great, I got a little Adam voice going.
Oh, so Michael Bolton right there. No, I don't think they get coached.
Is that going to get a takedown? I do not do a good Michael Bolton.
No, I don't think we are in danger of a takedown.
Hey, rude. I'm not good with tunes always. I'm not good with like precisely getting in on those tunes. When a man loves woman.
I don't think they're produced that much on this show. I think it's really up to the people.
But they all do such a good job.
I disagree.
Oh, we are coming up to something that I found unacceptable. What happened next?
Oh, you've jumped ahead. Okay, we are no longer on the disagreement. So
Just made me
obviously it's wrong. So Danny is now is going to be revealed. Mackenzie sits down. We already know Danny is related to Mark Anthony. We get that
not the
reveal.
historical figure,
no,
as I assumed, but the music artist.
The music artist.
Yeah.
The man who was actually in the movie with Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington.
Right.
That one. Yep. That he is his uncle. Is that correct? It's his uncle. Mark Anthony's his uncle. Everyone is not. Some people are shocked. Adam is not because he knew. He figured it out.
No video.
But now Douglas has a complaint.
Okay, folks. I thought the show was carefully produced in a way that when the person who just did the guessing, who was incorrect, was not able to blow up the game before they left. I thought that was a rule that was set up because I've never seen it happen before where the person's like, oh man, I should have guessed this person because they're there and they're them and they're them. Whatever it is, like if that person's allowed to say whatever they want and blow up the game, like what is this? They let Danny blow up Mackenzie's game.
We haven't seen it before. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened, because we do hear the Jonas Brothers say, how did you know? And we hear sometimes a little bit of info, sometimes not much. But I don't see why that would be against the rules. I didn't have a problem Douglas had.
You'd be fine if someone said, you guessed, how did you know? Well, I was thinking Adam was Michael Bolton, and I was thinking he was Marlon Brando, and I was thinking that was that, but I ended up guessing Chase. Like, if he blew up everyone's game?
That is, you can do that at any time of any day in this game. And they do.
But he would just do it to be a stinker because he's out of the game.
Yeah. I mean, if I got, she played what you and I just discussed, if we're Danny and Shane, is that I showed her Blake Shelton and it seemed like she confirmed it, right? She played us. We got up there. We said Blake Shelton. So I'm going to walk away making sure people know her clue said 6-foot country singer. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Which it seems like Adam was like, boom, got it.
Again, Adam might know music, but I don't trust anything he says.
Adam and Shane are the front runners to win this game right now.
Y'all, if Adam wins this game, I'm going to lose my mind. I think HUD's the front runner.
I don't know.
Nobody knows HUD unless Adam figured it out.
I think Adam knows HUD.
Adam thinks he knows Mackenzie. Adam thinks he knows HUD. And
Adam does know Mackenzie. Adam does know HUD.
But he doesn't know Shane.
But he doesn't know Shane. Shane knows nothing, Jon Snow. HUD knows Adam, but he doesn't know who Adam is.
No.
It doesn't know who Mackenzie is.
No.
And he doesn't know who Shane is. Adam is the only one who knows things.
You are assuming Adam knows these things.
He knows at least one.
He did pull out Mark Anthony, though.
Yeah.
Y'all, what a season. If Adam wins this...
Does Mackenzie know anyone?
Mackenzie knew Mark Anthony, but that's out. I don't know that she has...
I'm saying, who can beat Adam? He's played a perfect, flawless game. I'll say it again. Stupid like a fox.
Stupid like a fox. There was nothing flawless about his game whatsoever, but he might have
That's what makes it so flawless.
A little information.
Is that he's playing it as if, I'm this bumbling person, I don't know anything. Turns out, Peter Sellers ends up catching the Pink Panther.
Thomas, oh my God, with the old references. We gotta change the channel name to Getting It with Geezers. Like, what?
Getting It with Geezers?
I was just trying to go for a G word with geezers. Chatting with crew. Gabbing with geezers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo Giba Gazzer.
Oh my
Yo Giza
goodness.
Gabber. Is that the young
Thomas,
reference? Yo Gabba Gabba is
Clue
still...
smoothie was...
Oh, God, that was so funny.
Was that funny? I thought that was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen.
It was funny because... on both ends. Why was that the way that you were going to say it? And he's putting ingredients into it, and then Adam drinks it. Why? He told you what he put in it, and he still put that in his mouth.
They were trying to make TV. That's what it felt like to me, and I just don't enjoy it when you try to make TV.
Here's what I think. I think a producer planted this idea of HUD of doing that.
That
and
was
then
produced.
I think Adam legitimately walked up there and took a sip of it. Who the heck would do that?
Look, if
what's in there?
If you
cards.
Genuinely were like, I can't shred this,
cards.
I could blend it. Just pour some water in there. Why are you putting fruit in juice or whatever it was?
I'm not calling this a recommendation, but there was a popular YouTube series called Will It Blend?
Yeah.
You can check it out if you want.
Yeah.
They would put various things in blenders.
That's the producer used to work on that, and they were like, you know what you could do? You could blend it up.
You could do Will
And
It
we're
Blend.
going to send Adam in and see if he'll drink it. Well, he did. I wasn't entertained.
You ever eaten or drinking something on a dare?
No.
No?
No way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not putting anything in my body that's...
I did. I drank grape juice and milk.
But you know what, honestly, I'm not
50-50 mixture of
surprised.
grape juice and milk for $5.
Please tell me you were 7. Oh,
middle school.
Middle school is all
Yeah.
right.
It's like 11.
And you really wanted $5?
Oh my goodness, $5 at that point in history. Again, we're talking
This
pre-Civil
was
War.
So we're talking a good 75 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Van Buren dollars right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You are killing them with these.
I'm just seeing how old I can.
Yeah.
can get with it.
You make gross drinks now today by choice.
I make delicious drinks.
I'm not surprised you drank milk and Greek, whatever.
Who doesn't put spritzer water with fruit juice?
Please, let's take a poll. Who puts water in their juice? Period.
That's just a...
Unless you are sick
lighten up,
or a
refreshing.
95-year-old.
But at least a La Croix and limeade, beautiful, delicious, yummy.
Okay. Anyway, you guys
I'll put the recipes in Discord. Another reason to join Discord is you're going to get some great recipes.
You'll learn how to dilute your drinks. Anyway, we've thoroughly discussed everybody. We would love to know how you felt about Dani blowing up Mackenzie's game, just completely outing what part of her clue says to everyone in the house.
I didn't like it.
How do you feel about Dani going? I'm personally very sad to see Dani go. I enjoyed him as a person and a character, but like you pointed out, like he hadn't figured anybody out, and Mackenzie outplayed them all. So good on her.
And Adam knows. I think he is the one
who
knows 1.5 people, which is more than anyone else in the house right now. That's my opinion.
I would like your opinion as well. Is Adam going to win? Does he actually know everybody?
I don't know if he's going to win. Maybe they can figure out some way to get him out. But right now, I think if you put him on the block and he's guessing, he's popping up Hut and saying John Cougar Mellencamp.
Will he get it wrong because the Cougar is gone?
I think they'll accept John Cougar Mellencamp, or John Mellencamp, because he's gone by all three of them professionally.
They should. They should take all of those names. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're getting down to it. We have 4 people left. Pretty sure. Adam and Hud, Mackenzie, and Shane. Down to 4. This is an exciting end game. Maybe. Or
very exciting.
Just shocking.
Yeah, I think this is so far... This turned out to be a great season. I love the bumbling villain of Adam. That's such a great.
He turned out to be a fun character to watch.
Like we wanted him out.
Yep.
When he was being jerky, but then you're just like, oh, he's kind of a fun bumbling villain who might end up winning the whole thing. Idiot,
but he might have figured out some things. We'll see. Mm-hmm. I'm not convinced.
I am convinced.
You are. Alrighty, you guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Bye.